أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي زدنا علما ربي زدنا علما ربي زدنا علما ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي اللهم انفعنا بما علمتنا وعلمنا ما ينفعنا وزدنا علما اللهم إني أعوذ بك من علم لا ينفع اللهم فقهنا في الدين. Okay, this is the Bintu of Fatima. We meet again, alhamdulillah, for another day that we're able to be here with you all, alhamdulillah. This is we stopped at āyah 7, so inshallah I'll read from the top of the page to where we are, and then today we're going over āyah 8, Tajweed Rules that are in that āyah 8 inshallah. So you read along with me inshallah. You open your Quran if you or your phone if you are not able to have access to a Quran or touch a Quran. Sūratul Baqarah ayah number 6. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. You don't have to say the basmala if you're not starting in the beginning of the surah. You could just say the isti'adha which I just mentioned just now. Basmala is Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, right? So إن الذين كفروا سواء عليهم أأنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون ختم الله على قلوبهم وعلى سمعهم وعلى أبصارهم غشاوة ولهم عذاب عظيم. اللهم لا تجعلنا منهم. Allah protect us from the azab. When you hear azab, punishment, great punishment or severe punishment, may Allah protect us from that. You can make dua when you hear Allah talk about hellfire, and when you talk about Jannah, you make dua, Allah inna as'aluka Jannah. If you hear about hellfire or about punishment, or if you know the names of Jahannam, those or punishment, you say Allahumma ajirna minan nar, or Allahumma la taj'alna minhum. May Allah protect us from. You could say in your language, may Allah protect us from that, from among them, or from among those being punished. Ameen. So we taking this ayah today, inshallah, ayah number 8. Wamina. We have a shadda on the noon. We have this rule before. Ghunna. When shadda is on a noon or meme, we already know what shadda rule is. Shadda is does. What shadda does to a letter means we're gonna double the letter, which is we're gonna read with the sukun first. When they have a shadda, that means we're gonna double it. Just remember shadda with like a double. Do you see how it looks like a W? Like a W, it doubles the letter. Just think of it like that. So but with the noon and meme, not only they shadda double the letter, but also with the first sound of the noon or meme, we're going to hold for 2 seconds or so, 2 harakat, 2 fingers, 2 counts, 2 times. It's the same thing. Okay, so the first sound is the first sound of the letter with shadda. We're always going to read with sukun first, then the vowel that's on it. Here is fatha on it. So on noon and meme or meme, those are ghunna letter. They have from the nasal. They have a nasal sound from the nose. Also, your tip of your tongue is touching the middle before the roof of the mouth, and the palate before the hard palate before the roof of the mouth. Right after the gum of where the I don't know. I guess I can't show you, but it's gonna be a little bit in the beginning of the gum, where at the end of the teeth inside on top of the palate, the hard palate is the lamb. The beginning, the teeth. So the ta and the ta and dal and to are right behind the upper teeth. In the upper teeth, some part of the tongue is touching, but the tip is touching there. Some part will be touching a little bit at the gum. Then in the gum area, right after the going inner, is the lamb. Then after the lamb is the noon. The noon is gonna be like before the roof, before that lump. Is the lump is at the raw is at the lump. The tip of your tongue is touching the lump. So before the lump, and after the teeth inside is gonna be the noon, and then the nasal sound as a nasal sound. So waminan. So that's where you place the tip of your tongue and hold for 2 seconds or 2 harakas, 2 times or 2 fingers. Waminan. Today we're talking about mentioning seconds because I'm used to seconds so much. It is fine to say because 2 seconds, but because some people read slower, and 2 seconds might be for them. Their second is going to be a little bit longer. That's why I'm avoiding using the word, but I'm used to it already. وَمِنَ النَّاسِ وَمِنَ النَّاسِ instead of وَمِنَ النَّاسِ وَمِنَ النَّاسِ وَمِنَ النَّاسِ here we have a noon sukun or noon that have nothing on it. We know that when we have a noon sukun or a tanween or noon that have nothing on it, we always going to look at the next letter. The next letter will determine how we're going to read this noon. With next letter here is a ya, and we know ya belongs to what group? We know it's not a ba, so it's not iqlab. We're not going to do change the noon to meme. Iqlab, we change the noon to meme, right? It's not. We haven't did iqlab yet, I believe, but I mentioned it in the previous lessons. It's not probably maybe we did, but anyway, it's not a ba. It's not a is it a throat letter? Is it coming from the throat? It's no. So it's not idhar, which is you make the noon, you show the noon. When it's noon followed by the throat letters, you show the noon, which is idhar, and it's not coming from the throat, so it's not a throat letter. It's not a ba, so it's not iqlab. It's not idgham. It's not the throat idhar, and it's not idgham either. Sorry, it's not idhar, and that means, and here we know that ya belongs to what? Yarmalun is so it's idgham. So ya belongs to idgham bi ghunna. There's 2 kinds of idgham that you're gonna read with ghunna, which is the nasal sound, and idgham or ghayru ghunna, or idgham without ghunna. So in this case, we have idgham bi ghunna with ghunna. So that means we got 50-50. We're gonna blend the noon with the ya. So when you like milkshake, blending, assimilation, they use different terms. Instead of if you say that's wrong because you're dropping the noon. You have to have the nasal sound. There's no nasal sound when you say then that's the nasal sound. So you're gonna, while you're doing that, you're gonna hold for 2 harakas, 2 seconds, or 2. Don't just yaqulu or yaqulu. So not so hold it for 2 harakas, 2 seconds, or 2 fingers, 2 counts. Yaqulu من يقول آمنا. We have this nun shad again, غنة. آمنا instead of آمنا. آمنا. ومن الناس من يقول آمنا بالله. We had this rule before, Ismu Jalala, when we have anytime we have Allahu, Allah name, or Allahumma, we always look at the vowel before the second lam here, right? Not the first one, but the second one. When the second lam always will have a vowel, but this first one sometimes don't have the vowel. Sometimes it has kasra underneath it, but sometimes it doesn't have, like here it doesn't have a vowel right now. So the rule is about the second lam. We look at the vowel, closest vowel to it. If the kasra was under the lam, then that would have been the vowel we look at. But here the closest vowel is this kasra right here, and that means that we're gonna make the lam flat if it's a kasra before the lam, this lam, second lam. So if it's a fatha or dhamma, we would make it round like law. If it's a kasra, la. So billahi, and we're gonna hold that for, because lam again is shadda on it, because of the shadda. That means we're gonna read it twice. We're gonna read it twice. So the first one we're gonna read with sukun, the second one with the fatha on it, and we're gonna say la. We're gonna stretch it, even though you don't see mad alif to stretch it. You're still gonna stretch it anytime you just have in your mind whenever you're reading Allahu Ismu Jalala or Allahumma, Lord, the lam is stretched. Whether you sometimes they put the short alif there, sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. They don't put it. So whether you see it or not, you still stretch it, inshallah. So billah, and because we're reading first time when we sukun, we're gonna hold it for 1 second because not Umar, not because of the rule in lam in Allah, and this rule only apply in Allah's name, not any other lam. Any other lam is flat. So billahi, so we're gonna hold 1 second. Billahi, billahi. Wabil, again we have a lam sukun again, lam Umar. Wabil yawmil, again we have a lam again sukun. Wabil yawmil akhir. If you're stopping, khir, the raw here, change kasra change to sukun. If you are stopping, let's say you're tired, you're reading, you're tired, you want to stop here, you put a sukun to replace this kasra because you're stopping, first stopping rule. So remember the kha is always round, whether it's naturally round, that's the foundation of the letter. So give it this haq, it's gonna be round regardless it has kasra or not. So khi, not khi. If you say khi, you're making it flat, so it's a round letter and it has a scratching sound. Wabil yawmil akhir, khir, and then it's round, and if you're stopping here, your raw is flat. Why? Because of the raw here. If you put sukun here, let's say we're stopping, pausing here, you put sukun, that means you're gonna, whenever raw has a sukun, you look at the vowel before the raw sukun. If it's a fatha, I think we did that before. If it's a fatha or dhamma, automatically you don't have to. Some people tell you look after, look at the letter after. You don't have to. That's the easiest way for me. You just automatically, if it's a fatha or dhamma, you don't have to look at the next letter. Just make it read a raw as a round letter. Read it around. If it's kasra before the raw sukun, that's when you look at the next letter to make sure that it's not a round letter. So if it's a kasra before the raw sukun, you would read it. You would look at the next letter quickly. Your eye goes to it quickly, and then to make sure that it's not a round letter. So you will make it flat. If it's a kasra before the raw sukun, you will make the raw sukun flat as long as the next letter is not a round letter. I mentioned it before. So that's the rule of raw sukun, right? Wabil yawmil akhir, and then khir, you hold it for 1 second too, because raw sukun will be because it's temporal sukun, you're gonna hold it for 1 second because because of lan omar letter. Ra sukun is one of the lan omar letters. So don't roll your tongue though when you're holding it. وَبِالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ khir. It's easy to roll it, but hold it, press at the lump of your palate, your roof of your mouth. That's where you place the tip of your tongue when you start signing the roll. So place it there and don't let it roll. Khir. So, and if it's flat, if you're saying it wrong, it will be khir, flat. So khir, start down and end flat, khir. So that's when you're stopping. When you're continuing, وَبِالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ the re is still flat, raw kasra is flat, consider flat. وَمَا هُمْ, we have a meme that have nothing on it. Anytime we have a meme that have nothing on it, or meme sukun, we look at the vowel, the letter after the meme sukun. We have 28 Arabic letters, some say 29. So out of the 28, 2 of them you're going to do something. The other 26 letters left, you're going to just do irregular. The only thing you hold the meme 1 second, because lan omar, meme sukun is one of the lan omar letters, you'll hold 1 second. But 2 of the letters, you would, if it's a meme followed by a meme, you're going to do idgham shafawi. You're going to blend the meme with the meme. If you have a meme that have nothing on it, a meme sukun, only the rule apply only when meme have nothing on it or meme sukun, and followed by a meme, you would blend the meme. I'll explain that. Followed by the like here, see meme that have nothing, followed by meme. him. You're blending meme with a meme. It's gonna come out meme, but you're gonna hold it for 2 harakas, so 2 fingers, or 2 times, or 2 counts. So here, it's followed by ba. When it's followed by ba, you're gonna, so that's called idgham shafawi, because you're blending. Here ikhfa shafawi, that's when you're gonna hide the meme. And izhar, just so the names that you know already. Izhar is clear. When 26 meme sukun or meme that have nothing followed by the 26 letters, you're gonna show the meme sukun, which is izhar shafawi. They have other names they call it, but that's the easiest to me. That's the easiest, because you already know idgham, you know izhar, and you know iqlab, meme sukun. You know iqlab is changing the meme. So if in this case if it's nun sukun followed by meme, nun sukun followed by ba, you change nun to meme. In this case, it's already a meme. You don't have to change it, but you're gonna hide it, right? Nun sukun followed by ba, iqlab, you change nun to meme, then you hide the meme. Here you don't have to change it, but you hide it. So, and when you hide it, you hold for 2 harakas or 2. So وَمَا هُمْ. So when you're hiding a meme, you wanna close your lips, but at the same time you don't want to. It's like you resisting at the same time. So you leave a space enough, little space enough for a piece of paper to fit in you. That's how much you're leaving space. وَمَا هُمْ. So you're doing it from your lips. It's different from hiding nun. Hiding nun is different from hiding meme. So وَمَا هُمْ. Don't let your lips close completely. Normally, a meme, when you're reading a meme, you're going to close your lips completely. Dry parts of your lips are touching, upper and lower teeth close, dry part touching. But you're going to open it a little bit because you're hiding it. وَمَا هُمْ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. We don't, when you're doing that, you hold for 2 harakas, or 2 seconds, or 2 fingers, or 2 times. Meaning, we know why we're holding it, searching the knee, right? The knee, 4 counts. We choose 4. 2, we could do 2, 4, 6, because the model ya is second to last letter, and it's following a temporal sukun. We change the sukun. This fatha to sukun, temporal sukun. It's not original sukun, right? So we change it. So we're gonna change this to sukun because we're stopping. So if we're continuing, let's say we're connecting this ayah to this ayah, then we would have read the Nun Fatha, but we're not connecting the ayahs together, so we're stopping here. And that sukun, because we change it to sukun, the Fatha, we're gonna hold for 1 second. So we're gonna set this 4 count, bi mu'minin, and hold it for 1 second. So let me read the ayah, inshallah. Let's read together. وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَنْ يَقُولُ آمَنَّا بِاللَّهِ وَبِالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ وَمَا هُمْ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَنْ يَقُولُ آمَنَّا. Well, if you stop amanna, you have to go back. So that's why I prefer to stop here. Or amanna billah. But then we have to so it's always, I mean, here also it's not it's okay when you stop anywhere. If you're tired, if there's no sign, see those like silly sword lamia or qaf lamia or sword or to, so you could stop if you're tired, because you can read and stop at the same time, but you have to simply, it will make it, the meaning will be less if you stop, so that you have, means you have to go back. Here is okay, you can stop here, don't have to go back. So let's do it again. وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَنْ يَقُولُ آمَنَّا بِاللَّهِ وَبِالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ وَمَا هُمْ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. Again, it's better to go all the way straight without stopping, because you see there is no, here is the sign to stop. It's better to, but if you can, then you can stop, inshallah, here, and if you don't want to go back. So let me try, see if I can read the whole ayah without stopping, because I have a problem holding my breath for long. Take a deep breath in, and then don't breathe out. وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَنْ يَقُولُ آمَنَّا بِاللَّهِ وَبِالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ وَمَا هُمْ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. Okay, I made it, alhamdulillah. So we stop here. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.